Here today, gone tomorrow. It's Sanctuary of Reality, my comic review series. Time now for Cerebus issue 253, the 22nd chapter of Going Home. Ham and Mary's African gun bearers, Ngui and Charo, speak to each other in Swahili, having a good laugh about their trip north to Sandhills Creek. A cold snap occurs, and Jocko becomes worried about getting trapped in a mountain pass, as Cerebus has expressed concern about. But he assures her that that couldn't happen with Ham Earnestway guiding them. By the fire at dinner, Ham's electroshock side effects magnetizes Jocko's salad fork right to his face. When she recovers it, he seems to fall in love with her and asks if he can call her daughter. She nervously denies him this, and Mary goads him about his attraction to Jocko until Ham throws his cup of wine in his wife's face. Later in their tent, Cerebus regrets his choice of words when Jocko had asked him if he'd do the same as Ham did to Mary. Cerebus is determined to have a talk with Jocko over the way she talks to him, but when he thinks she's sleeping, he turns out the lantern, and she awakens and asks him to turn it back on, and he does so despite the lantern keeping him awake. The next day, Mary talks about what makes a good marriage to Jocko, and how to beat your husband at his own game by always smiling and making him feel worse than he makes you feel. Ham envisions Jocko naked, while Cerebus laments the shagginess of his own hair after Ham made a derogatory comment about it, until Ham tells him to shut up. That night, lamenting the fact they can't stay at any of the hunting lodges due to not being married, Jocko gives Cerebus a haircut. How will he end up looking when Jocko is through with him? In reading this, you may be wondering what the African guides say in Swahili. Luckily, if you're reading the To Ham and Ham Not backup annotations, it's actually revealed there in the next issue or so. But interestingly, this is, aside from the cameo of a black Syrianist in issue 250, the first time the book has had anyone of African descent in it. That is, aside from Cerebus, since aardvarks are native to the African continent. But otherwise, one thing that's often easy to forget about this series is that its basis and its foundations are generically in that of the Conan the Barbarian type universe. Starcion is pre-medieval, kind of, European-centric landmass, kind of like Game of Thrones in a way. All the more diverse areas to the south have yet to be visited by a majority of the people of these lands that we feature. There's a story coming up directly that's going to actually take place in Africa. So these two characters are setting the stage for that story. This is actually a surprisingly busy issue. There's a lot of different plot moments that occur throughout the issue. After two more laid-back issues, this one is a welcome change of pace. Next time, Barbarian with a Gun.